Hi.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi, Maria. That
how
was
are you, Gemma?
probably the most seamless addition of someone on my Facebook Live ever. So we're starting off well.
Yay!
Cool. Happy Monday, guys.
You
Thank
too.
you, you too.
And are you in your studio now?
Um, kinda. Since Maria, we had to move our studio to our house, so we're kind of in our prime apartment right now. So
Oh yeah, no worries. That's where most people's studios are. So
Yeah, it
don't feel
works.
bad about it.
we're in
So maybe you can
there
start
we
off
go.
and
Good
tell us a little bit more
too.
about your brand.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, he's Vicente. He's the other part
Yes.
of us of Kezner.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah,
So,
tell us a little bit more about how you guys got started.
Okay.
well, first, like 5 or 6 years ago, we made this product design studio called 3D. So at the beginning, the idea was to design products and specialize in 3D printing fabrication. So that was almost 6 years ago, and part of the idea of creating our own products, part of showing clients at the beginning, like 6 years ago, few people in Puerto Rico knew about 3D printing. Like 3D
Right.
printing was starting to get a lot of media attention because a lot of products were, a lot of innovation was being developed at the moment. But still in Puerto Rico, 3D printing was not that well known. So we started with this idea of designing products in a way to also show possible clients or customers like all these different things that there was this notion that 3D printing was specifically for prototypes and maybe not
Right.
consumer end products could be made. So we made the first one was a planter.
Yeah, it was a planter. It was the dendrita. And
Oh, cool.
yeah, because he started with 3D. And what he did was to do, it's kind of hard with the both of us. So what he did was offer the services to companies. So
Right.
I was like, when I met him, and I was blown away by 3D printing because I didn't. I'm from. I'm a bachelor degree. It's from arts. It's from literature. So I'm way really far from 3D designs. So I was baffled. I was mind blown to see a 3D printer or to see like I can imagine something and then it can come true like in a couple of
Yeah, print
hours.
it out.
Yes, for me that was just mind blowing. So I talked to him, and I was like, I think the best way to show people what a 3D printing is, or what we can do with 3D printing, is to do things, is to do an object. Or for us, I think the best way was to do jewelry because it's
Yeah.
something that people can wear. It's something that you can show a lot.
Yeah.
So he
Something that's
started,
accessible.
yeah,
Yeah.
that also.
And what type of 3D printer are you guys using?
Because we wanted to show you right now. We're
I don't know how to change the camera.
okay. Either way.
So, in our fabrication space, we use mostly fused position modeling as
Oh,
one
cool.
technology of 3D printing. But this one, it's stereolithography. It's known as SLA. This is the one we use mostly for prototypes. It's
Got
it's
it.
it's small one. It's more
It's really
small.
small.
It's desktop. Yeah, it's desktop friendly. It's a little bit more cheaper in terms of the materials that we can use. But then, so we do a lot of prototypes, see how the parts fit using this technology. And but the end of the line, when we decide like how the part's gonna look, the design, the proportions, when we decide which final piece it's gonna be, then we jump to another technology that it's known as selective laser sintering because it uses nylon, it's stronger, has some
Right.
really mechanical properties. So it was a better as a consumer end product. It was way better to jump to that one.
Oh, cool. So cool.
I
So
wanted.
the final product is in nylon, but the prototype you
Yeah.
guys are usually doing is in like some other sort of plastic or?
Yeah, the material comes, it's like a liquid resin that
Oh,
cures
cool.
with UV exposure.
I wanted to show you how this works.
Oh,
Put
well.
the printer. I wanted to show you how this works. You have here, again, I'm gonna open it up. You have here, this is like the base. It's not as the normal 3D printers that you see that you have the base here. This is the base, and it's up because here you have the resin,
Right.
and this what does is it goes down, and you have a laser down here with some mirrors, and this goes down. It covers the resin. It covers the whole base, and then you have like the laser just
Starts
hardening.
curing. Yeah, it starts curing the resin layer
Curing
by
the
layer.
resin, and then it just goes up, and you see the piece here.
That's very cool. It's almost like reverse 3D printing, or if you guys are watching Westworld right now, like when they emerge from
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they emerge from the liquid. So cool. So talk to me. So you kind of gave us a great overview of 3D printing, and a lot of us don't get to touch it on a daily basis, so we're all very jealous of how much you get to experiment. But tell me a little bit more about what inspires the actual designs, because I know, Maria, you're wearing one right now.
Yes, I am.
And like what, from an artistic standpoint, kind of inspires them?
We started the first, like we said, we wanted to show people what you can do with 3D printing. So the first line, we just wanted to do pieces. Everything is based on nature. It's based on the golden ratio. We love the golden ratio.
Who doesn't? It's golden.
Everything comes out pretty. It's just like, okay,
Yeah.
let's just use it. So one of the first pieces, you have it on the collection that we were on the page. I don't see it. No.
Where is it?
Okay. This was one. Okay, this is my first piece. I don't really know a lot about 3D printing and 3D modeling at this time when I did this, and I'm so proud of it because of course I unintentionally did 4D printing. It's not 3D printing. This is 4D printing.
What's the difference?
Yes, 4D printing is put it so you can see me. Okay, 4D printing, it's a piece that moves with the body and moves with time.
Oh, okay.
3D printing is something that's just strong and it doesn't move with the body. Right. Our pieces are kind of 3D printing, 4D printing, but this one's 4D printing because I don't know if you see it. This has like rings are interlocking with one another, and it just moves with the body. And I'm like, I didn't know at that time that it was 4D printing. I'm like, I'm doing a piece and then it just moves, and I'm like, whoa.
You're just naturally brilliant. It's fine.
No, I know.
Because traditionally, you wanted to do something like that, you will have to cut like the ring and put it on, like, weld it and polish it or something like that. So the first collection, we're experimenting a lot with the advantages that 3D printing has. For example, self-assembly and efficiency in terms of how 3D printing works in manufacturing. Just the fact that it's 3D printing is more efficient with material use, and also, I don't know if you want to talk about Callisti.
Okay, because that was our third collection. Yeah. We kind of, I think we have ADD, so we like move around.
No worries.
Okay, so this was the first piece. This was the first collection. We just wanted, because we are not designers, neither. Well, he's an architect, but I didn't know about making a line, and we just wanted to show people.
Yeah, we didn't come from a traditional like fashion
design background. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the first collection, and it's like most of the pieces is like the arrow and the winged diamond, like the one it's on the webpage.
There's a lot of contrast.
And it's kind of minimalistic. It's both of them are with the golden section. So we kind of like through the second collection, we were like, okay, let's just do this right. Let's do a line like it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be. So we moved around and we created the lines collection. That's the things, the pieces that are on the web.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spoke on the page. And with this collection, we wanted, also we did it with the golden ratio, and it's more about combining this one is a circle and a triangle, so it's and it's combined by one line. That's why it's gold line, and it moves. It has like movement. It's not as static as you would have.
Yeah, very cool.
So he's gonna show you now how we do this kind of things.
Yeah, with that collection, that's when the whole parametric generative design thing came in. So we wanted to show you guys with the computer. I'm jumping a little bit here because this is actually something that we did for this January. We had a Kickstarter campaign, and we wanted to create like we have one of our pieces called the sphere, and we wanted to have like you hold it. So we wanted to create like we had one of our pieces is the sphere, so we wanted to create different versions of the sphere. We launched this Kickstarter when the idea was to make a unique piece for every backer, right? So pretty much that's it. How this works is we start with a sphere, right? That's where the name of the part comes. But pretty much, wait, I need to...
It's a really long. It's an algorithm, so it's everything. It's mathematical.
This whole thing, it's very mathematical. Pretty much, it's visual programming. It's instead of being like literally writing code, it's more visual, right? So you have these different components, and it's very mathematical, and you have ways to manipulate all these things. But the idea here is that we got the sphere, right? We have, and then we control, for example, the parameters could be size, dimensions, that how the proportions come in, and all that sort of stuff. So, for example, what this allows us to do, it's to have just different versions of.
Because he's moving one of
For example, right now I'm just controlling the resolution of the piece. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. So how long does it typically take for you to like design and then to actually print one of your pieces? And can you also talk about how that, like your price point for these designs?
Okay. Every piece or every collection, it's kind of hard because you do everything on a computer. So everything pretty on a computer. It's not like, oh, okay, this looks pretty and I'm just gonna print it and everything's gonna be done in 3 hours. It's sometimes the lines are not as strong as they should be for something you're gonna wear all the time. You're gonna move around, so it depends. With the sphere, it was kind of how long? Like a month to make.
We usually usually start with the visual programming that we showed you, and I don't know. I think it depends on how inspired we are or how clear it's. Yeah, because I mean, there are some definitions that take a few days, and I think there have been definitions we're working on like for a month or 2 months.
I totally get that.
Still not there. But once you got the definition right and we start generating the pieces and everything, it's just I think a matter of weeks between we are prototyping and coming up with the dimensions and making sure that it fits well and everything. Yeah.
Right. So once you've got the product development done, how long does it actually take you to print like one
piece? Okay. So it depends on the piece. So we're gonna talk about this one, the Aphrodite necklace.
I like to call it the mustache.
That's true. It does look like a mustache. So this one, it's complicated, as you see.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's big. You see it on me, and I'm a big girl. It's so this one takes 8 hours.
Wow, that's
8 hours
longer than I thought.
Just 8 hours to print one.
And what's it on pre-sale for now?
The pre-sale right now, this one, I think it's I'm not, I think it's 65. Kind of, I think you, yes.
It's 75, but that's like
I was kind of, I think it was
good price for 8 hours of work.
Yeah, because we wanted to do something that was that everyone could, you know, buy. We want people to wear House of Kezner. We want people to have something that is as cool as something that's 3D printed.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people are like, wait, 8 hours to just one, and then you're just gonna. But it's kind of our love baby, and we just want to share it with everybody.
It also depends on which technology we're using.
Right.
For example, on this one with SLA, like it's just piece per piece print, so it's a smaller machine, so usually doesn't fit only one part. So yeah, it takes a few hours. But for example, with SLS, you can make batches.
Yes,
And
very cool.
for example, one piece could take 8 hours, but maybe you have 3 or 4, maybe it just goes up to 10 or 11. So that's when, for example, that's why things like the Kickstarter or pre-sale with you guys work, because if we have a pre-sale and we independently, instead of working with the parts on a one-on-one basis, and we start making batches, well, it's more efficient, it's more time efficient and material efficient.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to open it up really quickly for any comments or questions. I know we had a question about price points, but it looks like we got to that. If you want to drop any of those as we continue chatting, definitely do that. But if there is, I wait and see if anyone else has any questions, what are like kind of your goals for the brand? Is there anything that the 19th Amendment audience can do to help? What are you looking to do next? What's like exciting? Is anything you want to kind of throw out there?
Well, I think
print there.
I
don't know.
Right now, the most exciting thing that we're working on and that we're finished was the Kickstarter. We wanted to show you some of the pieces, because the Kickstarter, we wanted to do one algorithm for 100 pieces, and they were going to be one of a kind, and just with the sphere, but just move it around like we showed you. And we're finished, and we're gonna ship them tomorrow. So anybody that's watching, we're gonna send it to you now. We wanted to show you some of the pieces that we did. Okay, you have to change it. Okay, we do all the packaging. We do it with carton, right?
Cardboard, yeah.
Cardboard,
Recycled
cool.
cardboard.
Recycle cardboard. We do it in-house too. So this was one of the pieces that we did. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah, it looks awesome.
It looks good.
This was one, and there's another one. This is completely different, like we showed you.
Very cool.
I love this one. I think it's really cool. Like,
yeah, that's so cool.
Turned out. So we just right now we wanna grow. I think like any Puerto Rican, any brand that's in 19th Amendment, we just want to grow. We want people to see what we can do, and just do another collection. We want to do a sphere collection and just do unique stuff for anybody to tell us.
Yeah, we're currently working on rings and
we're working on
earrings based on the sphere. Because we're making a collection based on the sphere because it's one of our most successful pieces. So it was very interesting because these few years, like we have like this very specific aesthetic, but now clients are like asking for, I want like some sort of earrings that fit with this pendant, or what about rings? And so we're working on that. Actually wearing one of them.
Cool, yeah.
So it looks big on the hand, but it's just an inch in diameter. So
it's very cool.
It's very minimalistic. I think we both like this. And another thing, all of our pieces are unisex, are for men.
Right.
He loves jewelry, and he was like, come on, I want to wear something. Why would women have everything and we don't have anything to wear? So we wanted to do all of the pieces. Some of the pieces are more, woman related, more feminine, but he rocks it. He rocks every other.
Yeah, I don't mind. I wear them.
So I wanted to tell people that that also, if you're a guy and you love jewelry, well, you can go to our webpage or go to 19th Amendment, and we have two pieces that are very, you know, more man oriented.
Yeah, so. Definitely. I love that about your pendants for sure, and the arrows kind of theme is definitely feels very masculine to me. Although like I love the winged diamond as well. So, you know, who knows? Gender neutral. But if there are any other questions, definitely please drop them in the comments. I haven't seen any aside from the price question, but if you want to know the price, you should go to 19thamendment.com/house-of-Kezner/lines, which is, as you know, the line theme of their latest collection. I'm personally super excited because the fact that you're going to expand into rings and earrings, I love any sets, so I think that will be really, really cool, especially with like that circular sphere motif. And I just think it's exciting that you guys are making kind of what people find kind of sexy as a topic, 3D printing, 4D printing, into something that's more accessible for kind of people and that they can have in their everyday life. So that's awesome. Let's see.
Yeah, because at the beginning, when you look into it, I mean, if you go into Google and I don't know, you write 3D printing or 3D printing jewelry, you start getting all these things that look very futuristic, they look like very future-like, and you say like, oh yeah, that looks amazing, but I'm not sure I can like wear that. So of course there's a certain aesthetic on what we do, but also like we were aiming something for more timelessness. We're aiming for stylish, like we were looking more for a unique brand, not that specific like futuristic thing, like. So I think that's what we were going for. At the beginning, we wanted to, like, the original idea was for every piece to be unique, like using this the algorithm thing that we used to design. But of course, it's possible, but there's more into logistics and how we handle.
Right.
It's more design involved, and the price point will have to be higher and everything. So it was very excited this year to start also with the Kickstarter, because that helped like push us towards that original goal. And it was really interesting. Like we learned a lot from that. It was a little bit more difficult than we thought, but it's, we got it done, and we're gonna ship. So
very cool. That's awesome. Well, people love the packaging and the collection so far. We're about at half an hour, so I just wanted to thank you both for joining me. It was nice to meet you, Vincent, and it's nice to see you again, Maria.
Thank you.
And just in case you haven't already, you should go check out the collection. Everything right now is on pre-sale under $75. So everything that you just saw that Maria wore and modeled for us, you can get now on pre-sale. And if you follow House of Kezner on 19thamendment.com, you'll get an alert when they launch their next collection, which will be potentially jewelry, rings, or earrings. So stay tuned, and we can't wait to see what's next with you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great night.
You too.
You too. Bye.
Bye.